Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to first of all say thank you so much to new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to do a very simple makeup. If you're not the type that like a lot of eyeshadow, so you can actually do this one by yourself. It's very simple, very subtle. I'm going to start with my eyebrow. I'm just going to use a regular eye pencil. Just get like a simple brown eye pencil. It doesn't matter which type. If you can get any dark brown eye pencil, it's just fine. So I just go by my natural hairline, as you can see. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hill Deep Brow Pomade in color chocolate. I know everybody knows this eyebrow pomade. This is what I use. I like this one because it comes out looking really soft and very natural. So I'm just brushing now, brushing my hair, and then I'll do the next one. Just fill it in lightly. So now I'm going in with my Studio Finish Concealer MAC in color NC55. I'm just cleaning just to give me that line and define the brow line. My primer, I'm going to be using Rimmel London. I'm going to go in with my concealer now on the part of my face that have some blemishes. I have some blemishes on this spot. So now I'm going to go in with my second concealer. This is the concealer that is much lighter than the first concealer I used. So this is Studio Finish Concealer NC45. Under my eye, where you have eye bags sometimes. So I'm going to blend this out under my eyes before my foundation. So before I go in with my foundation, I'm going to blend out with my sponge. So now I'm going to use my foundation. Today I'm using my MAC Studio Fix, and I'm using my Fit Me Matte Poreless. So I'm gonna mix this. This is gonna be like an 80%, 20% mixed together for my foundation. So before I go in with my foundation, I'm going to spray my face with my Maybelline New York Lasting Fix setting spray. So this method is what works really good for me. I've used the other method where I use this last, but using this one before my foundation gives me the glow effect that comes from within. So now I'm just mixing my foundation up. So now I'm just gonna go in now and you have the product blending from the middle of your face, and then it's blending out and coming all the way out. So you start from the middle and blend out. I'm going to come back with my concealer. This is the NC45, the lighter concealer I used. I'm going to take a little bit of my foundation and this, mix it up. So I'm using a flat brush now. So I'm just taking a little bit out, and I'll mix a little with my, see that? It gives you that in-between shade. So I'm mixing it with my foundation, right? And that's what I'm going to use to blend out the middle part of my eyebrows. I'm going to take my sponge, dab it on, and then go to the middle, smooth this out. Then I go to the rest of my eyes. So next, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick, the color Ebony. This is what I'm going to use for my contour line. So I go from my ear, right at the bottom of my cheekbone, out, from your ear, bottom of your cheekbone, out, and then your hairline. So now I'm going to blend out my dark concealer. Then the next step is for me to go in with my my sponge, and blend it at the point where they meet, because you don't want to end up with a harsh line. So I blend it at the spot where they meet. I go back to my nose. I just pinch my brush and then blend that out. So now I'm going in with my mercier setting powder. Different colors of my Makeup Forever finishing powder. So one is darker than one. So I'm going to go in with the dark one, the darkest one of the two, with the same contour brush. Just dab. And come to my contour line. This is a finishing powder, so when you see that line, I'm going to blend it out. And then next, I'm going in with a lighter shade. Now with a different brush. I'm going to go in just to dab it right on top of it. Same thing on the other side. And then on my forehead. So I'm just brushing it in. So now I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix NW30. This is a bright powder. It's a light color. So I'm going to use this for my eyes, under my eyes, my forehead, on my T-zone. So this will kind of highlight your face on the T-zones. So now I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush just to dab everything. So remember, this is a very natural makeup look that you can use for every day. When you are rushing out, this is the best for makeup to do that will not take your time. So remember this finishing powders. I'm going to go in with a lighter shade of this finishing powder. I'm going to use this for my eyeshadow. So I'm not actually using a real eyeshadow today. It depends on how you want your makeup to look. If you want to use eyeshadows, that's totally fine, but today I'm not using eyeshadow. I'm using this. This is Makeup Forever color 178. If you are lighter than me, you can actually go a little bit lighter on this, but for me, this is the color that is going to work for me. So I'm just going to use this. Just finishing up my eyelid. My black eyeliner. I'm just going to do a smudge for my eyes. So I'll start with the bottom part of my top eyelid. So what I mean is right where you have your eyelash, I'm going to go right on the bottom of it and go in like that. And then now I'm coming on top. So I'm just going to end it halfway. Then I'm going to go in with a brush. This is just a regular small brush. So I'm going to use this to blend it out. Blend out. I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for my finishing powder on my eyelid, the same brush, and go on top. That line where my smoky ends, I'm going to blend that out in my brush. Start from the outer part, come in, and the waterline is start in the middle. Now I'm going in with my brush, blend it out. I'll just smooth it out with my brush. Now I'm going to go in with my second spray, which is the last spray for my face. So now I have my setting spray glowing from outside, and then another one on the top to keep it and hold it. So even if the one on the top is fading out, remember, the one on the bottom will never fade out. It's gonna glow out throughout the day. Going into my lips with my liner. Lip liner is called the Luxe liner in color So Red. So now I'm going to use the bottom of my brush to blend out my lip liner. So I'm going in with my lipstick, my MAC taupe. This is taupe A26 MAC. I'm going in with the bottom of my brush again. I'm blending out my lipstick now. So in the middle, I'm going to use my MAC Rimmel. And lastly, I'm going to go in with my Killawatt Meta Moon by Fenty. So this is my highlighter. So this is my finished look. Very subtle, very natural, not loud. So this is my very simple makeup that I use if I don't want to do too much on my face. The eyes I smoked out, lip mattified. Simple, easy to do. Anybody, I believe anybody can do this makeup. You don't need to go to a makeup artist to do this. And it's very simple. So you can easily do this anytime you want to do a very simple makeup. So this is the final look. Click on the subscribe button and thank you for watching.